Welcome to Mechanics World. I wasn't really going to post today because originally I was supposed to be getting some of these teeth filled because apparently I got some cavities. But I said, hey doc, we wait a couple more weeks because procrastination never killed anyone, right? All right, enough chit chat. We are going to be working on Violet. And Violet here needs a little oil change so we can do some more stuff, okay? But I can only change the oil if I get the bike off the stand. And can't do that when the shock is on the ground. And the only way to put the shock back in is, well, got to tear it all apart again. So as I said before, Mechanic World, sometimes being a mechanic, tear it apart, put it back together. And then tear it apart again. Then put it back together. And maybe if you're lucky, you get to tear it apart again. And just like that, we got two Fast and the Furious bikes. Look at those aerodynamics. Woo! Shock is back in. I have not torqued it down. We're just going to focus on getting this thing running again. And then we'll tear it all apart again. Okay, I lied. I'm going to torque it. Boom. You might be saying, well, why'd you torque it down? I thought you said all you're doing was an oil change so you could get it running. Well, you're right. I said that. But I know me, and I'll want to ride it. Well, that turned out pretty cool. I used the Reels function for the story. So now I can make my story shorter, but longer but shorter. Showcasing more of the bike and the action. Then you don't have to skip. With any type of mechanical work, you're bound to get frustrated. I decided to just take the whole subframe off. In fact, I don't even care. I'll just put a filter right there and I'll ride it like this. Well, I told you earlier this happens. Take it apart, put it back together. Take it apart, put it back together. Take it apart, put it back together. Part of being a mechanic, especially in Mechanics World, you won't always know the easiest way or how stuff was originally engineered to come apart or go back together. But that's the beauty of being a mechanic in Mechanics World. Sometimes it's those moments of frustration. Makes you stop and analyze the situation. And you know what happens? You end up thinking. You get to think about that problem and how you could approach it differently. And before you know it, you get to put it back together. All right. Just like that. We are going to call it. That's going to do it for tonight's little episode. We didn't do the oil change, but that is the most dirt bike it has looked. You might be asking, well, you still got a little bit of time. Why don't you do it? Well, I'd like to spend time with my kids and my wife. So thank you for tuning in. We're done here. We're done.